Okay, my mic was turned off. Okay, so um, tell me about your property and where you live and all that stuff. I heard you were was wanting to do a no talent show or a or a redneck talent show or a beauty contest. Tell me about that stuff.
Okay, okay. Well, now that idea, I'm sort of keeping it under my hat, but I'll give you just a glimpse of what it is. It's sort of like uh, the name of it would be Redneck Beauty Queen,
Uh huh.
and what we would do, it would be almost like a Survivor type situation where they had contests, but it also would be mixed with like The Voice or American Idol, where they have to have a talent to finally win it. We'll have a panel of judges and everything. I got it in the works, and the we're going to be able to, okay, like say for instance, we have contests to start with. Well, you know, if like a redneck beauty queen, what would you think would be the qualifications to win that? What would you?
I'd say she knows how to farm and raise pigs, and she probably wears flannel shirts, and she wears cowboy boots, and she goes to thrift stores, and I bet she probably she's prob. I've met a couple of beauty pageant girls, and this is a true story. I met this. I I used to do the online the phone dating service. Yeah,
Oh my!
15 years ago, and that's got the ugliest girls on there. They have good,
Now, ugly only goes skin deep, you know.
yeah, but they have good voices. But then when you meet them, on your way over to you see them, you've been talking to them about a month. They slip in. Oh well, I didn't tell you this, but I'm in a wheelchair, and I didn't tell you this, but I don't walk good. These are two different ladies. But then one lady, she was really fat, and when I went to her house, she had all these
Whoa,
trophies.
whoa! Hold on a minute. Hold on. We can't insult all
No,
these
this
ladies
this
out
goes
there.
along with your story.
They'll hunt us down.
No, this goes along with your story. Let me finish. So I went into
Okay.
her. She was like really big, and I went into her room, and she had 30 trophies, like really tall, all around. And I said, "What are these from?" And she goes, "Oh, this is from my beauty pageants I won." So she was a beauty pageant girl. And I go, "Oh man, I guess you won those when you were a kid." And she goes, "No, I've been winning them now." I go, "What? You've been winning pageants like this?"
Chris, I got to ask you a question. I got to ask you a question. uh, how hard did that woman hit you?
Well, when I said that, she kind of got upset, and really, when I drove 2 hours to meet her, all I did was see her trophies, and then I said, "Well, I've got to go. I got to go home." And
So you felt cheated and deceived, right?
yeah, all I
Well,
did was, yeah, I felt deceived and had to be friendly for an hour and talk about her trophies, but then I left. She was about 250 pounds, probably. I mean, I thought she won the trophies when she's little, but she said she's winning pageants now. So I was like, I don't know. I guess that's what a redneck beauty pageant is. They got the best dress. I guess if their dress is this big, they're gonna win no matter what they look like.
uh, well, I definitely plan not to discriminate on the ones who are plus size,
Uh huh.
because you know there's something to be said. Both of my grannies, they were big burly women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we may need that kind of woman again in a year or two if things keep going this direction.
Yeah.
You know, we may need a woman that can wrestle a pig and
Yeah.
chase
Wrestle a
down the
pig. We
chicken.
could have that event in there, and um, trucking corn, and I'm not sure about I different uh, chewing tobacco spit contest. Who can spit the farthest?
Right, right.
No,
Now,
I'm.
here is a. Now, this is something. Okay. Now, what if you got this girl that comes in here and and she looks like Ellie Mae Clampett kind of thing, and then she's in here competing with all these other girls, and say she can't spit as far as Lula Mae over here.
Uh
Lula Mae can really do some spitting. Well, but Lula Mae can't sing,
huh.
but Ellie Mae can. So what we can do, we can sort of do like the old millionaire thing where they phone a friend.
Oh yeah.
That okay, the redneck beauty queen can bring somebody to stand in for her talent
Oh, that's a good idea.
because a real woman, a real Southern woman, knows when to say, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
But my buddy here, my friend. So see, it could be they could have a team that supports them, kind of thing.
Yeah. So we would have about 5 or 6 events of talents, and then they could have 1 or 2 call-ins if they can't do that talent good.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
If they think that they need to call somebody to do their talent for them, then we'll give them a couple. Every time they use one of those, it'll have to knock some points off. I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
you'll have to be on the. You might have to be on the judges panel because you could be the one that's like Simon and
Oh
like
yeah.
Simon Cowell and
Yeah. Yeah.
not hesitate to be as rude as you need to be. I guess I'm
That
not
might
much for the rude thing. I've
that might
lived
be
amongst
hard.
the
I'm not really
I've
rude
lived
like
amongst
that.
these southern beauty queens, these redneck beauty queens, and they put me in my place enough to where I don't talk about one of them being a little on the hefty side.
No, I wasn't saying hefty. I was just telling you a story.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it was a
Well,
true story. So I
well,
wasn't.
now, what are we going to do when that lady? Maybe we ought to offer her to come sit on the judges panel.
She's gonna come back and she say I'm gonna get revenge on you. I've
Yeah,
won 50 trophies since you came over, and I've
she's
got
gonna
even
come
more.
beat you with those trophies, Chris.
Yeah, she'd beat me up with them. And what we but and what else? What else? What else? We're gonna have a reality show. So what else we gonna do? We have the beauty pageant. We're gonna have go kart races or fishing contests. What you were saying you wanted to have like a reality show at your
Well,
farm.
I think to eliminate the ones that need to be eliminated up front, I think what we need to do to eliminate the ones that need to go pretty quick is we need to have a tug of war
Oh.
over a mud pit
Yeah.
and have them all dressed in coveralls, like head to toe in coveralls,
Yeah.
toboggans, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll have to do something after that to get the mud off of them. After they get done with the mud wrestling, the last 10 standing, they'll have to swim to the island and spend the night there and survive the night on the island.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll make your the whole thing like a survival show, and it'll last a week, and they have to survive. And we'll have like we'll have cameras like filming them while they're doing their little survival things, and it'll be a
Right,
whole week thing, and we'll
right.
film the whole show. And we'll
Yeah,
basically.
I think that would go over pretty well. I've got the judges panel pretty much set out. Uh, we'll have to have we'll have to make sure and leave an empty seat there for Lorna because at the panel because she was going to be at one of our judges,
Uh huh.
and that'll honor the people that we've lost to COVID
Uh huh.
because we've lost a lot to it. But let's get back on a brighter future because that's what they'd want us to do.
Mm-hmm. Um, we could we could. I know you have a lake on your property, and we could have the place set up for the beauty pageant, and then we could have events, maybe riding a bike, and then we'll have a bunch of canoes, and 5 canoes, and they have to race to the canoe to go out to the island, and out to the island is where they'll start doing their survival, and then we'll have a camera crew out there, and they've got fishing poles, and they got to catch their own fish and cook it for themselves.
Well, there ain't nothing better than watching people turn over in a canoe. So
Yeah.
I guess the next morning we'll have them come over, and we'll hide eggs, and and they'll have to find eggs the next morning and cook breakfast.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
that there's wild edibles here on the property too. There's enough wild edibles that if they can find the hidden eggs and cook a good breakfast, then that'll give them some big points.
Yeah, and we'll give them a booklet of all the edible things, of all the berries that they can eat. You said there's
Nope,
edible.
nope, nope, nope. They got to bring that knowledge in their head.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Okay. I had to go to my cooler, get me a drink.
Well, send one this way. I ain't had one in a long time. I had to give them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't agree. They don't agree with my stomach anymore.
Oh, so what else you got over there? You tell me the story about how you had all the homeless people living there, and they got kicked out by the police a couple of weeks ago.
Uh, that'll be a story for another time. Hey, I gotta let you go. I've got a line down towards Birmingham that I've got to pick up, and I've got somebody with an emergency down there. But
Okay.
we'll get this edited out and see what we can do. And I've got somebody that I've got a business deal that's going on right now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you later.
Okay. All right.
Bye bye now.